Hello, everybody, and welcome back to today's episode of Descent into Avernus. How's your head feel, Dave?
Great. It means I can concentrate on two spells at the same time. Right? No.
You are no Niv Mizzet, my friend. Unfortunately not. So the party rejoins the vehicle, sets off on the road, and as we fade in from the break, we see the ruins of one of Zariel's flying fortresses. So in the distance, and as you get closer, I will describe what you see. So this towering wreck rises from the scorched hellscape. It looks like a giant sword blade tilted to a 20-degree angle and partly buried underground. Much of its exposed hull is rusted and torn asunder. Hot wind screams as it tears through the hollow structure, and 6 giant vultures circle high above it. I think I might have a piece of art for you for a flying fortress prior to its crash. So let's pop over. I'll show you that.
Play the Imperial March.
Yeah, right. There you go. So that's what it would have looked like prior to its crashing.
Okay, it's not perfectly what I thought shape was.
Yeah, the top is Star Destroyer-y, but
yeah,
I think
it's got like a point.
Cool.
Yeah.
I might have
like
a piece
it.
of concept art I can share too that shows the scale a bit better. Let's take a look and make sure there's nothing spoilery on this.
On one hand, I really appreciate that they went all in on the giant flying sword thing, but I've always wondered why they go for vertical sometimes. It's just
It's
Yeah, here we
because
go.
elevators are more efficient than.
that's actually a really good point. I'd never thought of that.
So there's the flying fortress. They're 450 feet tall. You can see a tiny Chris Perkins on there. And if you look a little lower, there's like some pretty sick art of Philaster Fisk. Look at him. He's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looking good. And then some random demons down at the bottom on
Wait,
Team-
where did we meet
Team
Philaster
Unova.
Fisk? What's that called?
He was the guy who introduced you to Lulu's wizard friend.
Yeah.
He was
He's
the
the like book nerd.
yeah.
The what? Remember the nerd we found in the dungeon?
Yes, you saved his
of the
life.
cultist.
The rogue.
We saved the rogue, who was surprisingly
Oh,
effective
the
at
one who
combat.
said that he wasn't.
Remember back when this whole adventure was in Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, back in
I
Baldur's Gate.
forgot about that.
Yep. So yeah, flying fortress, but this one, unfortunately for the fortress itself, is crashed into the ground and is a wreck. But it supposedly contains the rods that you require. However, as you approach, a terrible storm starts up. You can see kind of scattered around the flying fortress, there's all these like fire pits. That's because this area is torn by fire and dust storms. So as you get closer, a dust storm starts, and you can see in the clouds those kinds of pyroclastic like bursts of light and heat as spontaneous eruptions of electricity and fire like start up around you. The imp on the dash, he's clinging to the windshield. He turns around, and over the sound of the wind as you're driving, he says to you, Brent, he's like, I think we should stop here, or if you're going to go on, you're going on without me. It's too dangerous.
Are we better to go on foot or by vehicle?
How much do you like your car? All right, I'm out of here. And he jumps off and flaps his wings, and you zoom off ahead of him as he flies off. So yeah, the vehicle is, I was gonna say the vehicle always makes like horrible noises, but it's like rattling slightly. Some of the gauges are kind of going up into the red, but yeah, it depends. You could risk the vehicle being damaged, or you could find somewhere to park it outside the plains of Firestorm and then walk. So
I think Bryn would definitely get stopped and like talk to the group about it, because the vehicle doesn't exactly offer them any protection. So if it's just going to fall apart.
Yeah, it's more speed, right? You can cross
Yeah.
the dangerous territory faster if you stay on your vehicle.
If we lose the vehicle, we'll have
Then we're kind of
just nowhere to go. So I think it's best that we preserve it.
I mean, as terrible as that all looks, it's not like it's anything we can't handle.
Yeah, we
Hope
could
so.
always get another car. But we really like the car. Yeah, but we get hurt. But we have healing magic.
This,
You didn't.
can
Yes,
you-
because we
All
didn't
right, let's
learn
go.
message.
I'm parking the car now.
so Sorovo, could you try to talk with one head at a time, please? It's very.
Oh,
So
oh,
and
you're just
Rovo
gonna try
don't
and
seem
make
to
me do
agree.
this.
What we need for you,
Very
Dave, is
reasonable.
we need like a horizontal toggle on the cam that you can flip back and forth, so you just look one way and toggle back and forth.
I was looking to see if there was like a mirror option in the camera,
Zoom,
but
yeah.
there isn't.
Yeah. So what do you think, Bryn? You're the pilot. Do you want to pull over and stop?
Yeah, Bryn will definitely pull over.
Okay.
Yeah. We have the conversation. And she sort of looks around. She's like, as good a place as any. And then just like leaves the car running, I guess, because that's how we do it with the car.
Okay. All right.
Not really
We'll see
another
you, I'm
option.
sure, Nilf.
Okay. All right. And then you head off on foot across the plains.
Onwards.
Okay. So what I need is a group survival check to pass through the storm. So everybody needs to make a survival check. Do you want me to roll for Lulu, or should we just do the four of you?
I think we can just do the.
I got a 28.
Okay. So Lulu will just follow you. Okay.
Yeah, they just follow.
So you got. Okay. So Soraya.
Wow. My crit is worth nothing.
You can do it. So
I got disadvantage. I don't know what you expect me to do. There you
Okay.
go.
All right. So it's not that you get lost, right? You set out across the storm. It's just that the storm is continuing to get worse, and you're noticing that it's swirling around, and in places the ground, sometimes without any warning, suddenly bubbles up and bursts, and fire spurts out of it. And it's not just like regular fire, and it's not lava. It's like tendrils of flame that seem to be like burning up, searching for something to grab hold of, and then swamping back down into the ground. Unfortunately, because you didn't succeed at the check, one of them, partway across, springs up near you, right? Bursts up out of the ground, and these lashing tendrils of fire kind of lunge out to try to grab at people. So I'm gonna roll randomly to see which person it attempts to engulf.
Do me.
Let's
Do
see.
you have to roll twice for me?
No, you're one body. So let's see here. It is Bryn. So Bryn, the firestorm bursts up and tendrils rush towards you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, that is not a forte. But I will try.
Okay.
Get a 6.
Oof. Okay, well, it's a good thing you have fire resistance, because
It is.
as the tendrils of fire lash out and swarm around you, you take 41 fire damage,
Ow.
reduced down to 20. And it's just burning all around you. Like, it grabs you, and it seems to like pull itself up, almost like a snake of fire, pulls itself up out of the ground and wraps itself around you and continues to try to burn you. Right? You can just feel it
no.
burning at you. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I would like to remove myself from this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like I can just, tear away with physical force, or do I have to that's her first instinct would be to flail effectively.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try to just run out from the fire, like pick a direction and run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
All
that'd
right.
be her
Yeah. So
first
you
instinct.
throw your arms up, sort of tear free of the fire, and as you rush away, the tendrils start searching again, looking for someone else to grab. So I'm gonna roll for the remaining party members as it attempts to find someone else. So Sorovo, dexterity save, please, as the fire snake burns in your direction.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. 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 10.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
So Sorovo, you are engulfed in flames. You take 41 fire damage.
Youch. I think
So it just
Bryn,
flies over, and now it's swarming around Sorovo.
Hope to see
seeing
it.
that, realizing that this thing, we all needed to get away
Yeah.
quickly, is going to
Try and dispel it. Meh.
Yeah, you want to try to spell it?
Yes, please.
Okay, make a check.
Okay. Cast
That's
the third level.
spell check.
Sorry, I need to double check what the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, and you roll using a spellcasting ability. This is an ability check, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jeez, got disadvantage on this. I'm going to go ahead and roll 16 plus 5 for 21.
Okay. All right. So you despite being surrounded by flames, you managed to get enough attention on your thoughts to call forth the final words that allow you to cast Dispel Magic, and with a 21, you dispel the storm. So as it's swirling around you, you put your hands out, glowing sigils appear, and it fizzles out and disappears. Now, there's still in the distance, so these geysers of flame kind of popping up, and the storm's still blowing around you, but it looks like you have a clear shot now to the fortress.
Oh, and now I'm on fire. This is the worst day ever.
I'll pat Sorcerer on the back.
Really? You think this is the worst day? Don't you remember? Shut up. I don't want to think about it.
Do you want some hit points?
Yes.
I don't know where you're at. Like,
15.
15?
I'm a wizard.
Oh God, you're so squishy. I'll give you 20. Let's go for that.
Thanks. Back over half now.
Okay. All right. So you managed to escape the
November.
other. Oh,
November resists saying, like, maybe that's why you shouldn't read people's minds without their consent.
Because what, you get burned by a fire later?
Yeah.
Maybe these two things that are unrelated are actually related. You ever thought about
It's
that?
karma. It's karma.
So what did Bryn do?
So far, Bryn has only
Turn
been rewarded
evil?
for
I
being
don't know.
awesome. So you arrive at the periphery of the ruined flying fortress. So the whole structure is 150 feet, right? But most of the bottom decks have been picked clean. And looking at it, you can see where a big piece of the front armor, the bulkhead, is peeled away and fallen into the dirt. So you can see the various floors, and there's still interconnected areas, wind howling through it, creatures up above. And it seems like the only part of it that's still intact is the command deck up at the front top. That seems to still be mostly intact. The rest of it kind of hit the ground. And you look behind it, you can see a long, deep canyon, a gouge where this thing crashed, slid, tipped over, and stopped. So before you, there's the lower levels, and then the way up above. How do you want to get in? Do you want to just walk in and climb around in there? Do you want to try to fly up to the top? What do you think?
I mean, we got to find like an entrance, right?
And there would have been a port or whatever that you could go into, but it's underground now. But thankfully, the whole front is ripped off, so you can just walk in.
Sweet. Let's walk through the wreckage of a crashed spaceship. That sounds awesome.
Hold on.
Yeah.
When you got told, didn't they say it had been stolen?
They said that it would be in the cargo hold.
The rods had been stolen from Bell.
From Bell by
Bell.
Zariel.
By
By
Zariel.
Zariel.
Zariel's
They
agent.
said, I
And this
believe
is
it's
Zariel's
Zariel's
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a Zariel crashed thing.
It's got a big
Okay.
Z on the side.
It's,
That's
it's
how you know.
hard to
This is Zoro's
remember things.
It's called in the Power Rangers.
ship.
It's just going to spaceship, I guess.
Yeah, you want to head in?
Inwards.
All right.
I think they said something like cargo hold. So I guess, I don't know, cargo holds on boat ships.
Like I
are
said, most
towards
of the lower
bottom.
levels, and this becomes more clear as you enter the lower decks. These areas are just riddled with holes, right? You walk through several areas where you can like look up through multiple decks where like a meteor came and like broke through the ship and like drilled a hole through several of the decks, or a weapon, a demon weapon or something.
Sorrow, now would be the time for that locate object spell.
Oh, right. Yeah,
That's
no,
right.
I know that. I knew that.
Yeah, because it's only 450 feet tall,
Because
so no
it's
matter
not
what,
that big. Yeah.
Yeah,
everything's
no.
within 1,000 feet.
Wait, bear with me. Come on. Look. Jeez. Adamantine rods. Right. Where would they be?
In the cargo hold.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I cast the spell.
I see.
All right. So what does it tell you?
Locate a specific object known to you, as long as you've seen it up close. Alternative spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind.
Okay. All right.
You sense the direction to the object's location.
Okay. The spell can't locate an object if any thickness of lead blocks a direct path between you and the object.
Should make a spaceship out of lead.
Let me just
that's
let me
not
just
great.
check.
That would be interesting.
Lead is not great for spaceship making.
It depends.
No, you're good.
Is
You're good.
hell
I
energy
was just checking something.
radiation?
So, yes, there. It is above you. You can feel that there are adamantine rods ahead of you and up. And as you look, magic draws your eyes to the command deck. You got to get up there.
Yep. The bit with being not broken.
That would make sense. Well, do we see any like path that would lead up in any capacity?
You could attempt to like climb through some of the holes in the floor. There are obviously like ladders. There's sections where like the elevator shaft you can climb up it. Yeah, you could traverse the interior without too much trouble.
Do we want to try that first, or do we want to just pop all our fly-based abilities? I'd almost like to save those for the way down, just in case.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree with
The
that.
thing is like you might not be able to get in from the outside, and
Yeah.
so then like even if you could fly up there, you only have a minute to find a way in. Like I could
Yeah.
be a flying creature for a lot longer than that. So
Yeah.
I'm the one with the shortest.
How
time.
long would I guesstimate that this is going to take to do clambering? Perhaps.
It really depends. Several hours, maybe. There's a lot of debris and what have you.
Okay. I was just thinking because locate object only lasts 10 minutes, but I know that.
You know basically where it is, yeah. And if you're worried, like if you get up there and it's not there, you can cast again and see if they've moved it or whatever.
Right, exactly. If we're climbing, someone's probably going to need to carry me. I'm not
I
being
can
a
carry
baby
you.
this time. I'm just not going to reach this high.
Like we could just tie you to Bryn's back. I'm very strong.
All right, great.
So
Should we climb?
up then. Let's go.
Okay,
Mhm.
so athletics checks from everybody. Bryn, if you're going to try to carry Sosorovo, you'd be making yours a disadvantage.
Can I
Because
tie him
Sosorovo's-
to me?
I'd still, like,
Okay.
it's unwieldy.
I think it's probably still better that I make them at disadvantage than
Yeah,
Sosorovo
you
attempt
at
to make them
disadvantage
a
is better than
disadvantage.
That's fine.
I get a 12.
Not bad. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you start to climb. This whole place is a massive tetanus risk, right? Lots of like gnarled metal. You see
Fine, I think
various.
I'm immune to a disease.
You see various like
Yeah.
pipes that are broken who have like gushed various fluids onto the floor. And as you pass through this place, you can see like it is I think none of you can help but imagine what kind of like horrific damage something like this could do if it was like over the air of Waterdeep, or like it's a good thing that the prime material doesn't have these things floating around because they are very dangerous. And I think that partway up, you do find an enormous. I think once you get like you're following a pipe that runs kind of like the spine of the thing, right? It's along the back, big cylindrical pipe. There's a part where you're climbing up it, and then you find in the center there's a hatch on this pipe, right? So you climb off of it to go find another way up because you're blocked by a ceiling above you. There's this enormous pipe, and there's a big hatch, and it says on top of it in infernal runes, it says soul intake.
Cool.
Yeah. So you see this hatch as you pass it, and it looks like it's a place where they can feed soul coin. Imagine how many soul coins it takes to run this thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So this would be a place where you'd shovel them into the engine, and they would head down into the machine that powers this.
and she has more than just one of these things.
Yeah. So
Why are we trying to kill her again? This seems like a really bad idea.
Technically, we're not trying to kill her. We're trying to give her sword back so she becomes not evil.
That's right. You don't have to kill her. You can redeem
And then
her.
we don't have to kill her. And then Belle gets to be happy and we get to leave this horrible place.
Mhm.
I mean, technically before she fell, she was still down here fighting people like Belle. So I don't know. I mean, they've
Well,
been at
then
war
she
for a
can
really long time. Maybe
do
he
that
does
again.
enjoy that. Either way, he'd be in charge, right? That's what he wants. I don't know what he wants. This
I
place
think
is
he wants to be in charge.
The only thing that
seems-
any devil ever wants, and that's to move up the ladder one rung.
Speaking of which,
Doop, doop, doop.
chop chop.
Cool. All right. So you are
I punched Sosorovo in the back of one of his heads.
Shut up, punk.
it has
Twice
the-
as susceptible.
Has the wherever they were taking the soul coins to shovel them into the furnace been thoroughly onced over already? Like, are there any soul coins left around? Okay.
No, there aren't any. Yeah, that would be the first.
I didn't want to get too. I didn't want to get too close to it because if it's soul intake, it might intake your soul.
Yeah, exactly.
GG.
Okay, so you're climbing up through this thing, and I think that as you get to a level below the command deck, right? You spend several hours climbing up here, and above you there's a hatch. Now, normally there'd be like a staircase or an elevator that would lead you up here, but I think, let me just double check. I think this is the easiest place for you to get in. Let's see. Yeah, you have to, and this is probably the part where it would be like, you have to go, basically you're on this level and the command deck is above you. This part has been broken off and you have to go outside, grab the edge and then pull yourself up to get up to the next level.
You got to Nathan Drake it.
Yeah.
Lara Croft it.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. But you all made your athletics rolls and stuff already. So when we begin, I got a map of the command deck here, and I'll put everybody on or near the area, and then I'll bring you over here.
So we could have flown.
Well, we'll get there. So as you get to this point, right, you pull yourselves up and you look out. Now you're way up high. You look out over the vast distance of the plane. The vultures that were flying around above you, they're not vultures. They're vulture-shaped humanoids. They're purple-skinned. They have vulture heads, but they have like human arms and legs and big gray vulture wings, and they're just flying around up above. And it's clear from here that they are looking for... If you had flown up, you would have alerted them, and they would have come after you. So they're flying in perimeter around it. So you pull yourself up over the edge, and you're in this area. There is as Bryn, as you can see, there's a hallway off to your left with several doors along it. And then Sathra, you can see into this other room over here. And let me just give you a quick, if there's any description here. The room that you're looking into on the east side, that room is a chamber containing a stripped down metal console and several rusty pipes extending from floor to ceiling. One of the pipes has a 2-foot long gouge in it. And then on the other side over here, I think, you can only see that there is just a metal hallway with doors alongside. And the doors, each door has a number on it, right? It's numbered 1 through 4 on that side. There's also another bigger hallway up this way.
So we've climbed up. And Bryn kind of like looks at Sosarova, who's very clearly still leading the way. Points in all the various directions.
If we go that way, it looks like it leads deeper. That way, it looks like it leads to several small rooms. Your choice.
Well,
Do you need me to recast the spell? I can do that.
Should we start with the several small rooms just in case? Or should we just go deeper? Because that seems far more likely.
May as well start with what we're not going to backtrack to.
Great. There's one like right next to Bryn, right? That's
there's a door right there. Yep.
She kicks it open. She opens it. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Normally the doors, you would grab them and slide, but these ones are stuck, and so you have to kind of grab it and pull it open. So inside there is a small room, and in that room you see. Let's see here. So in this tiny little room, there is essentially a closet with a chair bolted to the floor and a miniature console of some kind. So it's like a little machine, and the machine has on it a series of keys. And on the keys, each key has a single infernal character, and they're arrayed out on a platter kind of in the front of this machine. And next to it on the floor, there is a pile of a long string of paper that is like coiled up and laying on the floor, and it's covered in infernal runes as well.
Can I see what the runes say?
Yeah, Bryn steps out of the way for the smart people.
Yes, you want to go and take a closer look? Okay. So you notice also that on the wall on the far side, there is a metal horn coming out of the wall, and it's pointed at the chair.
Oh, you say things here. So what like does Do the runes say something in infernal?
If you pick up the paper and you look at it, it's in some kind of shorthand. It doesn't make sense to you. Might be military code of some kind. Yeah.
Okay. It's gibberish. It's infernal, but it's infernal gibberish. I don't know.
All right. Well, I don't think it's
Magic
that
gibberish or just
I've seen scrolls of this and that before. It's not one of those.
weird.
Try the next one, Bryn.
Onwards and onwards goes to the next door.
Is Bryn drunk?
I mean,
Are you okay, Bryn? Are you okay?
no, I'm having a crisis of identity. I feel very strange.
All right, same thing.
Totally.
It's another similar room.
She'll
little desk.
repeat the process.
Yeah. Okay. So as you go down the hall and you look behind each door, there's one of these little closets, and that's it. And that's what you see as you go up and down that way.
Some kind of room to sit and talk to people.
Could be. I maybe they will operate weapons out of these rooms or something. It's a big ship.
Yeah, the amount of things you'd have to do on a thing this big.
Just communications, I guess.
Someone was alive, we could ask them.
Well,
No adamantine rods, though.
the other
No.
way then, I guess.
No rods.
Yes, I suppose it's this way.
Okay. So this is the room I described before. There's a big pipe sticking out of the wall with a gash in it. And then just the desk. There's another room here. There's a door, and then there's a much larger opening that leads out into the wide open
Oh,
kind of
it does.
gash. Yeah. So if you come around this corner, you can see into this main area. This is what would have been the command deck at some point. Though much of the front of it has been sheared off. There's broken glass and twisted metal all over the place. And I might have a description for you. Let me check. Here we go. Sparks rain down from gashes in the ceiling of what used to be the bridge, much of which is now open to the sky. The room appears to have been picked clean, though rows of stripped down consoles and a few dangling chains remain.
I mean, adamantine rods aren't exactly subtle looking. We would see them. I don't see them.
Depends how big a
I
rod
actually
you
know
use.
how big they are. So
Come on, just cast the spell. Well, they told us that they could look for a moose house. We'll just leave them to it for a minute.
Bryn glances back at Sosrova clearly talking to themselves.
Just let
It's
Sosrova
strange
have
that
their
they seem
moment.
to have electricity going through things. Was someone just
What's
casting it the
this-
whole time?
Hey,
How does
Adam,
that
can I get
work?
a better look at these consoles in case
Yeah.
there's...
Yeah, definitely. So you approach the consoles. There's probably a roll to be made here to figure out what the hell they do.
Yeah, for sure. I can
Um,
do investigation or...
Yeah, let me
or-
look. These ones, they're all pretty badly busted up. I think you could probably guess by glancing at them that they have some sort of feature of controlling the vehicle, right? Piloting the thing.
I'm mostly just looking for adamantine rods.
Yes, yeah.
If there are any slotted into this stuff, or,
Sure,
you
because
know what
you
I
don't
mean?
really know
Like,
what you're looking
I'm
for.
not really sure what I'm
okay.
looking
You
for,
can make
yeah.
it a general investigation check if you like. Is anybody else going to help, Sathra?
Sounds
I
good.
was gonna say, yeah.
I mean,
Also very interested.
Cool.
Also very distracted at the same time.
Yeah,
So-
18.
Okay, all right. Yeah, if you could find consoles that are still functional, they would definitely have more to say. These ones look all busted up, and they look like they've been torn open. And there are places where stuff is obviously missing, components of the thing that have been taken. Yeah. And while you're doing that, and while
Okay.
everybody else is looking around, Blue Jay, you had a question. That's a door. Do you want to open
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I wanted to open it.
Okay, so I'll answer that question. There's the door that's open now. And while you're all looking around, you hear outside the unmistakable roar of at least two, maybe more, infernal engines outside. You can hear them roaring over the sound of the storm outside.
Can I get to the ledge and look
Yeah, you wanna
down
take a
at
look?
him to see what's there?
Yep. Okay. So we do it'd be like a Firefly style, like shaky cam, like Battlestar Galactica pan out, right? Where we see you like looking and then it like pans back and we can see that there are 2 vehicles. Actually, I guess there's 3 and a big cloud of dust behind them rushing towards the fallen fortress.
How far away would you say that these vehicles are?
Yeah. Like how long until they get here?
Yeah.
15 minutes maybe.
But also, like, how far in feet are they away?
As we know, adventure.
I have sharpshooter.
Yeah.
And 600 feet means I can start shooting and they don't get cover.
They will be within 600 feet eventually, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. However, there's maybe a more pressing concern. So when you come to the edge and you look around, we see you and then we cut to one of these flying vulture people who spots you, lets out a squawk of alarm to the others, and they all start flying down towards you.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
I shoot them right now.
Yeah. Okay.
From whatever distance.
Warn your friends. Okay.
Well, I mean, when I start going, time to shoot it stuff. Like,
yeah. Let me see how far. If it says how far away they start, like what their perimeter is.
I kind of imagine
600
your long bow. Instead of making the kind of arrow twang, it probably like hisses like a hydraulic.
It's like like snake hiss.
All right, so
noise.
their perimeter is only 50 feet. They're 50 feet away from the deck. But yeah, you spot them and you spot them spotting you. Do you want to take a shot and we can roll initiative?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll put them down here. They're off map right now, but there we go. Okay.
That's a lot of bird things.
Yeah. Let me show you the picture because I definitely have a handout of these scary bastards.
This is a few birds.
I get birds are hard for me to fight.
Vrox.
Yeah.
Good old Vrox.
Good old Vrox. Okay, so this cadre of rocks are they're on their way to deal with you. So let me pop the initiative tracker.
I wonder.
Yes, I do have that scorching ray.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Can I put a wall of fire just suspended in the air?
I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have to double check.
Oh, cool. All right, I figured out what I'm gonna do my first round.
Are we okay to initiative? Oh,
Yeah, please.
I was just
Yeah.
taking a
Oh,
second
yeah,
to go
yeah.
through for me.
My bad.
Remember
that's
to
fine.
be patient with Roll20.
Oh man, the
Lots of
Brox are
people
gonna get to go
can
before me, even though I said I'm gonna shoot. It's sad. day.
Miffles, why?
Yeah, because they spotted you and it's one of those things.
Stop
Fucking
wasting
stupid
those.
ass Brox that I don't get to Alpha Strike at all, and that are gonna drag me off the fucking ledge, and then I'm gonna die. It's cool. I know how it goes. It's fine.
All right, so we don't actually have to do
Staff
this
will take
fight
care of
because
you.
Elf has already decided how it's gonna go. So thanks for
I
saving-
already know what's gonna happen. I'm
Hey,
right on
look.
the edge. Of course, you're gonna grab me and pull me off.
You're fine. I got a free one of those, so this will be your turn. You'll just survive. It'll be
Okay,
fine.
so Miffles. Anything from Miffles?
Not yet. No, thank you.
Okay, all right. So the Vrox.
Well, they got 50 feet to go. Maybe
Yeah, they're
not
50 feet
that
away.
fast.
They may not get to attack, but let's see what their movement rate is.
Maybe they're not that fast. It's fine.
60 feet.
It is indeed 60 feet. Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Okay,
fucking hate
so
you.
they're 50 feet. Let's assume they're 40 feet from where they currently are, and I'll just spread them out kind of like evenly. And then some of them would be further away because they're not all hovering in a cloud. They're kind of like moving around the outside.
Okay.
So I will. Okay, so let's assume they're like kind of like that. Okay, all right. So 40 feet from here means this one will fly and land there. That one will go there. These ones have to move their whole turn. That one's still have to fly. Okay, and then the one's over here. Not a lot of other entrances. So this one's going to go there. And that's its whole turn. And then same with this one. It's got to go all the way around. Actually, I guess it can go over. So that'll be what it's going to do. I put it behind a bunch of other shit. Here we go. Okay, so this one will fly over and land.
It's okay. I can turn into a giant vulture too.
Okay, all right. So there's only two Vroks that get to land and like do things. So these two that are in here, they're gonna go. So one of them flies in towards you, Sathra.
Yep.
And is going to attack. So it's gonna get a beak attack and 2 talons.
Okie doke.
Okay, so here's the first one. It's a 12. Second
Need
attack.
17.
Okay, second attack is a 20
Cool.
for 19 slashing.
Oh, great.
And the third one is a 15. Okay, so
Okay.
one claw. So they land and only 2. Ignore that last one. They get 1 and 1, not 3 attacks.
Oh,
It's beak. It's
okay.
beak talent. You still take the hit, but that
Are you-
third roll
Yeah, got it.
shouldn't have
Yeah,
happened. Okay,
it's fine.
and then Sosrovo, same. Beak attack. I got a 13, which I assume is a miss.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, and then Talon attack. I got an 11. Okay, all right. So you're able to avoid them. They suddenly like fly in. You can hear them. There's another one around this corner over here, and they're coming in from above. And yeah, they've all sort of swarmed in quickly. November, you are the first PC to go. Oh, and I got to roll for dumbass elephant moron. Okay.
Dumbass elephant moron.
All right, so she'll go after you. All right, it's your turn, and I think probably as you're exploring that little room, that's when you hear Lulu being like,
November, there's demons, come help!
Oh God. Okay. Let me just, because I don't know which direction I need to go. Because obviously Lulu and Sathro are both reporting like we're being attacked.
yeah.
I think I can move. Let's see. Okay, so I was there 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is this area like open enough? Like, are these vultures flying in the whole area or?
Yeah, this basically like the ceiling is along like here. Everything else is open to the air.
Okay.
There's maybe like above you because there's like sparks coming out. So there's like jagged like sponsons and like they would be the ribs of this deck, but all the plating has been torn off. So there's still stuff sticking out over you, but it's not ceiling enough to matter.
Okay. I think that first I'm gonna conjure some creatures, and
Okay.
then next turn I might turn into a flying creature.
Okay,
just
what
to help.
kind of creatures are you summoning?
I think that the conjure animals is probably going to be more helpful, just to kind of eat up some attacks.
Okay. What's CR?
So I'm taking a look at the spell. So let's do 4 beasts of challenge rating half or lower, but like
Okay.
that's kind of, that would be mean. I don't like that wording, honestly. The beasts of challenge rating half or lower. You could do whatever you wanted. Yeah, so 4 beasts of challenge rating half, and that's the spell.
Okay. Let me just switch the overlay back now that I'm done with.
Reef sharks.
I mean, don't tempt me.
They can't. That's so rude.
Reef sharks are the best.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's monkey around. So you conjure 4 apes,
Sick.
and they get how many extra hit points?
Let me check. Wait, I put it in the sheet because
Bunch
I'm
of
smart.
damn dirty apes.
It goes into Mighty Summoner. They get 2 extra hit points per hit die.
Okay. Currently, apes have 3 hit dice.
So 6.
Okay.
Each.
They all start with 25 hit points. Nice.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Wow, 100 HP worth of stuff. Good shout.
Okay.
And then, I just probably, because most of us are in this room.
The entire Kong family.
Yeah, exactly. I would direct them to, attack vultures, but don't like jump off of the thing. Like, don't attack a vulture that's not in here.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Andy Serkis for participating in this episode today. Thank you, Andy. Okay. All right. So you just command them to attack the vulture creatures.
Yes.
And then what? Anything else?
I want to see if this is a bonus action or. Oh, sorry. I didn't.
It is a bonus action. You can summon.
It is a bonus action. Okay. 5 plus your druid level and extra temporary hit points. Advantage on strength checks. I feel like. What do we think? The advantage on attack roll, strength.
The strength check thing would be really good in case Elf is right about the dragging off and thingying, because it would help with the grapple checks against those.
Okay.
Presumably.
Yeah. Like strength to like keep. It's like dig your hands into the ground, stay on the ground, sort of thing. Massive bear
as well.
Yeah, so a massive bear spirit appears in the center of the room, a nice polar bear friend, and it grants everybody 14 temporary hit points.
I love temporary hit points.
And advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay, there you go. There's your
HP.
There's your bear.
Sweet deal.
I love it.
And that's my bonus action, my action, and my movement. So I'm done.
Nicely done. All right. So the apes will go right before Bryn.
Cool.
Okay. So Lulu shouts,
Don't worry, everybody. I got this one.
and then flies off into the hallway over here. All right. It's magical trumpet time. So Lulu's going to blast that trumpet. Here come the sparkles.
She's gonna drop the bass.
That's right. Here come the sparkles. Where are you?
I don't know if you remember the dubstep gun from Saints Row.
I sure do. All right, here we go. So Trumpet of Sparkles. It's going to be a saving throw with disadvantage from the Vrock.
Oh, yeah. The apes get the temp HP too.
Good for the apes.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I'll do that in a sec. So
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Con save, disadvantage. I get a 8. All right, so it's full damage. 48 plus 4 radiant. 29 radiant damage. So you hear the unmistakable air horn blast of Lulu's trumpet in the other room. Lulu, brought to you by DJ Khaled. All right, Soso and Rovo.
Imagine it's like a vuvuzela, you know, like.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Leo, waiting to try this one out. Big hand. Big bee's hand.
Okay. All right. And I conjure up a big hand.
Yeah, I would love to, please.
Okay. Where would you like it to go?
Just next to me, kind of in front. So these 4 squares, I think.
Okay. I'm just looking to see if I have any cool hand tokens that I can use.
Yeah, give him the big hand.
Biggie's hand. That's even better. Man, I'm changing all the spells that say Big B to Biggie now. That's way better. Okay, let's see. We got a ghost hand. That's a good option. Let's see here. Ooh, a living burning hands. That's cool. Magical force hand. That one's pretty good. Let's see if I have any other really good ones. Ooh, is this one animated? Fuck yeah. Okay. Sorry, unanimated version. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool.
Wiggly boy.
Look at it wiggling. That's cool. There's like an ungraded and a graded version. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, when you show it, it does it in a. Oh, that's sick as hell.
Isn't that cool? I love it. I'm so
Yeah,
addicted to the stupid animated effects, like animated spell effects packs. I'm just like, yes, please.
It's so great.
Yeah,
so
I'll
great.
take them. Okay, so you have hover. You've conjured your hover hand.
Yep. It's 2x2. It's large.
Woo! It is a biggie hand. Okay, there you go.
I'm not gonna lie, it's like doing this every so often, and I'm just like,
It's wobbling like this, and it kind of
like
makes
wobbling,
it
but
look
then it sometimes looks like it's squeezing, and I'm
a
just like,
bit
really?
like an obscuration.
Well, how else are you gonna grab Big B's enormous ghost titty? Huh? Tell me that.
Thank you.
Tell me that.
I wasn't going there.
I'm happy to go there. Right, is it a concentration spell, Sosorovo?
It is.
Okay. And how long does it last?
A minute.
Okay. All right. So there's the spell. It's got 10 rounds. Okay. Anything to do with your bonus action or?
Yes, as my bonus action, I can make it do something.
Okay.
Make it grab.
You make it slap that rock.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's grab or slap. That's
Also, if anybody
two
is
things.
imagining that these are just more combat capable Skeksis, you are on the right track with that one.
Yeah, it's pretty much Brock's.
Yep.
okay.
One of them's name is Dwayne. Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Nice.
He's super
What
ripped.
are you cooking?
All right. Big B's hand is gonna
good.
grasp this rock.
Okay.
You use the hand strength score to resolve the grapple. We have the bear totem.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Perfect. Since I used the things thing, it's advantage. So 1 plus 26 strength. Sick.
Sorry, Sosorovo. Each creature
Yeah, the hand
Of
is
your
not
choice.
The hand is not a creature.
in the
It's a
aura
creature.
when
No, it
the
isn't.
spirit
Does
appears.
it say that? Does it have hit points? Can it be struck?
When-
It does have hit points.
Okay, it doesn't
It's an
matter.
object.
It doesn't matter when the spirit appears. The bear, it wasn't there when the bear
Oh, it wasn't there
spirit
already.
appeared.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna punch it then.
Okay. What? So what's its armor class and how many hit points does it have?
20 AC and hit points equal to my hit point maximum, which is 56.
Cool.
Sweet. This is a good hand.
Okay.
That's how many hit points I have right now.
Yeah, it's more than me.
I will make a macro after this time. but
grabby.
for now-
Okay. All right. So what does it do? It has to make an attack roll to
Yeah,
grab
it's-
it. Okay.
It's not going to grab anymore because I was doing grab because I had
So
advantage.
it's gonna
but-
smack.
Yes, I'm just rolling.
It's just
my
the last
spell
boss of
attack.
Smash Bros, isn't it?
Sure is.
Yeah, it's just Master
Master
Hand.
hand. Okay.
Actually, I think the temp HP and the advantage are separate.
Sorry, what?
I'm going to roll this.
Because if you look at the reading of it, it says you gain the hit
It's still
point-
not a creature though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
This is a 14 hit.
It does not.
You're right
No.
about the timing though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been
Big
reading a
B's
lot of
hand.
magic cards, and you know how the things are phrased is important.
Such Big B's hand. Okay, I'm going to move away as well because I do not want to stay. in
The
combat,
hand is
so-
not a creature. The hand is an object.
object.
That's
Yeah, it is an
that's the
object.
word I was looking for. Yeah. So
Mhm.
if you have things that affect objects, yeah. So if you hit Big B's hand with the crusher on the back of the car, it would deal extra damage.
Yeah. But I totally don't want to do
He's
that.
got a hand chasing your car.
See,
Okay.
this
All
is
right.
another
So it-
instance of like we should have taken the big sword because then the big hand could like.
Move it around. So it tries to punch the rock. The rock leaps out of the way and it smashes into the console. Sparks fly everywhere. And that is the end of your turn, Sosorovo.
No, I'm moving away so it gets its AOO.
Okay. The rock does. Okay.
Yeah, if it wants.
It definitely do. It is going to lunge for you with its talons. I got a 17.
I cast shield as a reaction.
Okay.
And then I move away 5. And I'm getting to the back of the room behind everyone else because I'm doing a concentration spell.
Sounds good.
That's it for me.
Okay. All right. That means sorry,
you skipped
Sathra. Yeah, no,
Sathra's
I know.
turn.
I hit the button twice. Sathra, go ahead.
So I'm gonna shoot arrows at this rock that's still above nothing.
Okay.
For the moment.
Do you get disadvantage because you're standing next to that other rock?
It's unclear because it's disadvantaged when you are firing in melee, but
It is it's if you're within 5 feet of a creature.
all right, fine. I move 5 feet away, hit me with something, and
Okay.
then I'll shoot it.
Yeah, that's fine.
The
All
weird
right.
thing is, if it's a creature with reach, you can move 5 feet away. It doesn't get an attack of opportunity, but you negate the thing.
Yeah.
Mm,
For some
Okay, so it
reason.
lunges at you as you back
yeah,
off.
give me.
I got
give
a
me the
21.
lunge. That hits me.
So you take 21 slashing. Breaks its
Yes,
claws.
I love taking massive amounts of damage from 5 things that are gonna kill our faces off. Cool. All right, so I shoot this Brock then.
Okay.
Pew, longbow. Here we go. Here we go. Zap!
Ah, damn!
And then I Eldritch
bad boy.
Smite that nerd out of the sky. Here we go. All right. So that's 22 on the bow plus 10d8 on the crit for 51 damage. And it's knocked prone, thus not flying anymore. Goodbye.
Jesus Christ, Elf.
Bye, Rock.
Okay, so it takes another 10d6 damage as it falls.
God.
So it takes another 35. It is not dead.
What?
Yeah. So you hit it.
When there are 5 of these.
Yeah. So you hit it in the air. It spirals down. You see it
22,
crash on the ground.
73.
It is now 105 feet, I think is the...
That's 108 damage if it's not dead.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
not
god.
Just so you know. Oh, Adam, I shoot it a second time.
Okay. Yep. That's fine.
It's
It's prone
this
now,
time.
so you have disadvantage.
Never mind. I shoot this other one.
Okay.
Fuck it.
It's
not
pretty far
gonna-
away.
It's not gonna make its way back up here.
Not for a while.
Are any of them
Yeah,
still
it'll take at least a whole turn.
landed? No, they're all on the ground and stuff. Wait, is this one flying or is it?
No, it's landed. They've all landed now, except the one
Damn
that's
it.
down on the ground.
All right, I shoot the one next to me then. The
Okay.
one on the left there. With the longbow. So that's 13 damage.
Okay.
And can I Eldritch Smite a second time? I think I can. No, once per turn.
Yeah.
Never mind. I can't do it.
Okay.
So that's it.
Just
13
fucking
damage.
snapping arrows at things. And cool. Okay.
That's all I
So
got.
the apes, chimpanzee through chimpanzee, they get, I think I owe them some bonus. So I gave them the 6
Yeah.
hit points. What
Yes.
else? There was another thing.
They get 14 temporary hit points.
Oh my god, they're such beefy apes.
Such a good combo. This is how the class goes into its own.
There you go. Yeah, Jesus, they're so much better. The 15. You say it was 15?
14.
14. Okay. So yeah, they have 39 hit points apiece now.
Go forth, my ape minion.
Go
39
for it.
of their original 19.
Kill him. Attack.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. So the apes, yeah, they rush towards the closest target. Actually, they have a missile attack. So what I think they're gonna do is these
The apes have a missile attack?
Yeah. So the apes all go
Do
over
they
to whatever.
fling poo?
No,
or
they go over to
what?
whatever piece of broken machinery is nearest them, and they start ripping off pieces and throwing them at the rocks, just like
Nice.
screeching and like tearing off console chunks and throwing them.
Sweet.
So one of the apes, yeah, hucks. I'm gonna just use rock stats, but yeah, throws, grabs a piece and then comes. Let's see, 25 feet. Yeah, so hops over there, and these 3 all start throwing rocks at this one, trying to drive it away. Rocks, big chunks of machinery. So 1.
It's rock on rock violence.
Ooh, a crit! Nice job, monkey. Okay, so the first one deals 7 bludgeoning damage.
No, it's like
Nice.
eight
Yeah, 7. Well, it's 8, and then it's cut in half, so it's 4.
Yeah, except that all attacks are magical.
They're magical,
aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
They-
From
the-
Blue Jay summon stuff.
From my summons, their attacks are magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance. It's literally what it says.
No, I understand, but I'm
You're trying
wondering
to
if
decide whether throwing a rock.
Yeah.
It says the damage from its natural weapons is considered magical for the purpose of
that's the whole sentence. Okay,
Cool.
so then,
all right. So they do half then.
So yeah, they do half because they don't know any better. But if you shout at them like, no, with your fists, then we'll
Like,
we'll do
I
the
didn't
full
even
thing.
know that they had a thrown attack, so I couldn't have.
Yeah, that's fine. That's how it goes. You part of the price of like summoned creatures is they're not totally predictable or under your control. So yeah, so they're hugging rocks at this hugging piece of machinery, this rock. This one I think then we'll just say he goes in because he's close enough already. And so this
Whack him.
this ape, Dr. Zaius over here is gonna make 2 fist attacks. A 21 and a 13. I tried to think of 4 ape names and I could only come up with 3. Cornelius, Dr. Zaius, Zira. I guess Caesar if you want to
George.
cheat.
Kong?
Well, no, I was thinking of just the apes from the movie from Planet of the Apes. I wanted them to have a
okay.
theme. I guess Caesar's the cheat on that one. Okay, so it hits once for 8 bludgeoning damage. There we go. Okay. All right. Bryn, your turn. Suddenly there's apes all over the deck. There's apes in space.
There's a lot of stuff to be hit. I can't believe that one's not dead. That's on the ground. We're in so much trouble. I'm gonna like focus fire. So Bryn moves up to this one with an ape friend on it.
Mhm.
And hopes that Sosorova will be okay from the other one that's like kind of close to Sosorova.
No, I just ran away from it. You're supposed
This
to block
one.
me. Yeah, go and block that one. Ah, protect me.
Yeah, this one is definitely looking at Sosorova like, I'm gonna fucking
I
eat your
would. All
face.
right, Bryn sees that and is like, no, that's not how this works. And so Mason hand, she'll go at the Vrock.
Sounds like the name of a hard-boiled detective. Detective Mason Hand.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He's right up there with Intrepid Inspector Mark Progress.
I don't think I hit.
A 12 does not. It does not
All
do it.
right.
You take a swing and it slaps your mace out of the way.
Try
Snarling
again.
at you. Second time though,
27.
it's always that backhand. Thunk.
It's a backhand. She's very good at backhand. I'm gonna divine smite.
Okay.
Because that just seems like the right.
Yes, we must bring the noise.
For 20. God, that was
Okay, 20
not
radiant
great
damage.
roll.
Nice. Okay.
20 radiant, and or I guess 10 radiant, 10 bludgeoning.
Okay. Cool.
That is her
That's it.
turn.
All right, Miffles.
Miffles is going to. Ooh, I'm not moving myself. I'm just moving.
Yeah, I understand. You just get out of the way so Miffles can fly.
Going to move here and give the hand advantage on the next attack against the Vrock. Please.
Okay. All right. So disadvantage on the next attack against this, or advantage on the next attack. Not he has disadvantage.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Got it. Okay. All right. So Vrock time. So let's see. This one here, I guess the one down here flies, gets off its ass, which takes half its movement, and then flies 60, 90 feet, I guess, up in the air. So it's 15 feet down and in this direction. So you might have a second chance to drive it into the earth, Sathra. Let's see. And then how far is it from you? It's its whole turn. Okay. All right. So this one is going to, I think, go. All right. It's going to move here. And it's going to let out a terrible shriek. So it opens its beak and shrieks. And everyone within 20 feet of it that is not a demon needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Does this count as a magical thing, Adam? Like magic resistance? Does that work?
No one's standing near enough to me.
It does not. It doesn't say that it's a magical effect. No, it's just a horrific screech.
Just a loud yelling
It's
noise.
just a loud, scary yell. Yeah.
Was it this one on the left, Adam?
It's this one here, 20 feet of that thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I'm not within.
I mean,
Yeah. Here,
So
I'll
sneaky.
just plop up an aura and you'll know right away.
it says spells and other magical effects, but it's
Yeah, it's not a magical effect. It's just a loud noise that this terrible monster makes.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody in the red, I'll roll for these apes. The DC, which I will just actually.
The aura isn't visible.
I don't
to
see it.
players.
Yeah, I don't see
Oh, you
it.
don't see it? Okay, let me try that. Oh, I always forget that the monsters don't have the same permissions that I set up. Is that better?
I don't think Big B's hand is affected.
No, because it's an object.
Yeah. Oh,
It
of
doesn't-
course.
I don't have
the stat block says creatures. Yes, creatures only. That
I don't
aren't-
have the apes.
No, I'll do
stat
it. I'll
block.
get the apes.
This is con, right?
Yes, yeah. Ape,
All right, cool.
ape.
Ape.
Okay.
So what's this doing?
Bananas.
Well, everybody's there's more rolls than then Big B is the only other thing in there. Okay, perfect. So let me just double check. There's a lot going on in this fight. DC was 14, so 2 of the apes are
Wait.
stunned.
One. Wait, they met. Oh, right,
Oh,
they
yeah.
met it. It's
Need to beat.
Did I say 14?
You have to
Yeah, it's
beat
14.
it?
Okay, so 1 of the apes is stunned. Okay, so
Mhm.
this ape is stunned. This one down here.
oh, poor
Okay,
ape.
so that's Vrock 1. Vrock 2. This Vrock goes. Lulu's right there, so it's gonna go here and then swoop in. There we go. And it is going to attack Sathra. So beak attack. Miss. Talon, also a miss. Ooh, lucky. Okay. The one over here is going to move in slightly and then is going to use another once per day ability. Just roll a d100. Unfortunately, it does not do anything. Too bad for you.
That's good. I like
Okay.
that.
And then the one that is fighting, the only one left, the one that is fighting Bryn, will attempt to probably just beacon talons for you, Bryn. So, okay, here we go. Talon. I got a 24 for 14 slashing. And then
Oh.
beak attack for 14. So you block the beak, but the talon gets through, slashes down your armor, and leaves you
I
in
don't like it.
some considerable pain. All right.
What did this one do?
That was the last one I was about to do. So
Okay.
he's going to use an AOO as well, and I believe the effects radius is, let's see, 15 feet for this one.
It's gonna hit his friend.
Let me see. I don't think they can affect each other with those things. He'll just do the screech as well, I think. So Sathra, Miffles, the ape, and then the hand is fine. Yeah, so we'll just do that. We'll do
What
another.
kind of save? am I
Same
making?
save you just made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the other one.
Is
He's gonna shriek as well. The other ability I changed my mind. I don't want to use
Is
it.
it a different distance than the previous one? Because
Nope.
like
It's 20 feet.
if it's 20 feet, then I would still have to make it.
Okay.
And this ape here, right? Could you put on the 20-foot aura for this guy just to make sure?
Yep, sure. I can just measure it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not in it, or I am in it.
You're not. You're just
Okay.
outside. You and
Yeah,
Sosrovo,
you're outside of it.
I think, are both. Yeah, you're both
Okay.
just. Oh no, sorry, you are in this one.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what it looked like.
Yeah, it's 20 feet from the corner. I forgot that they're big. Okay. So yeah, just go ahead and make saves. If you succeed, then you are you're fine. You can ignore it. If you fail, you're stunned.
I'm stunned. What is the stun condition?
You can't do anything. You basically just lose a turn.
17?
17's
good.
fine. Yep, you're good.
Cool. EC's 14.
14, thanks.
Roll for this ape. Grape ape fails.
Great.
I'm gonna turn him purple just because this has to be grape ape now. Let's see here. There he is. Beautiful. So purple. So grapey. All right.
Sorry, I think this ape is also in the. If I am, then
yes.
it
If
is.
the corner is out. Yep. No,
Yeah,
that's this
probably.
ape. Okay. So let's roll for this one.
I mean, not that I want it to be
No,
worse.
but yeah, we gotta. There's a lot of interrelated effects.
Okay.
Okay, it's fine. That one.
But
that
barely
one assists.
okay.
Okay. Good. And that's the Vrocks. November. Did you succeed at the?
Stunned.
You are stunned.
I am stunned. Yeah.
Okay, so you Oh, if you're stunned, yeah. If you have concentration, it breaks.
Well,
if
then
you
the
get
apes,
stunned.
the apes are gone.
Oh,
Okay.
we're dead.
All right. So the apes disappear. Goodbye, grape ape. And then the stunned condition lasts. You can repeat the saving throw. Oh no, sorry. Stunned till the end of the Vrock's next turn. So you just skip this turn. Okay. All right. Lulu, still shouting from the other room, shouts, "Come back here!" and flies around the corner. She's super zippy.
I'm sorry. What is it about stunned that makes you drop
can't-
concentration?
You're incapacitated. Incapacitated means you're unconscious.
You can't take actions or reactions. It doesn't mean you're unconscious.
Stunned creature is incapacitated. So let's.
An
look up
incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. It doesn't say I drop concentration.
I'm looking up concentration. Let me double check. Spells, concentration. Okay.
Because there's no
these are just
damage.
spells with concentration, casting a spell, concentration. Being incapacitated. You lose concentration if you are incapacitated or you die.
Then why doesn't it say that under incapacitated?
Conditions have a lot of like complex nested
Yeah, there's a lot
stuff
of, like,
that gets
nested
left off.
crap.
So yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So you're incapacitated, so the apes are returned
Apes
from
are
whence
gone.
they came. Lulu is going to fly her little butt over this way. And Sathra, would you rather she take out the one that's on its way back up or help you with these two?
Oh my god, I get to choose?
Well, just
Just
because
choose-
as she's coming around the corner, she's looking at all three rocks like,
Totally.
I don't know
just
what to do.
blow up the weak one. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
sure
so you're
I
like,
can't-
that
can't
one.
Can't have that much health left. Like,
Okay, so as it's coming up, she and it flies right into the trumpet cone. So I'll make a save and see if this thing just turns into a shower of sprinkles. Okay.
Yeah.
Con save at disadvantage.
Lulu getting all the credit for my 108
I
damage.
mean, she's a nasty kill stealer. We know this. All right, 48 plus 4 radiant damage. 19 damage, and that's one more than it needed to die. So away it goes.
Oh my god. Oh,
All right.
wait. Okay.
So as it's
that's
flying, one more, not one less. So as it's flying up, Lulu comes around the corner, aims her trumpet down, and then boop, and it flies into the cone and just turns to dust and blows away on the Avernian wind.
Each
So
of these things
theor-
has 120 something HP.
No,
130
because
something.
it took half of your arrow damage and then all of
it took
the Eldritch.
Why
took
would
the
it take
full-
half of my
yeah,
arrow
it takes
damage?
the
It's a
full.
magic
It took
weapon.
the full arrow damage.
That's so much HP.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have a lot of HP. And Lulu looks over at you, Sathra, and is like, "I did it! I got one!" And so
Now
Sorovo.
kill all the other 4 or 5, however many there are.
So Sorovo, it's your turn.
Yep. So Bigby's hand, let's do that first.
Punch things
Yeah,
Oh, I said I was going to make a macro. I didn't do it.
and moves.
it's all right.
Since Miffles is stunned, I
Yes.
guess technically I don't have advantage because it's not still harassing it by the time it attacks.
No, I think you do.
Question mark?
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think it just applies, and then Miffle's like whether they're there or not.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to check that one.
Yeah.
20 there.
Smack. Yep.
Schmack.
Big hand. Okay, so that was the advantage. So I'll clear that.
Yep. That's 48 force damage.
Okay.
Which pretty decent. 23.
Yeah, not
on
bad,
that.
not bad.
Smack. Okay.
And God, we're kind of splitting damage again, which really sucks. I will chromatic orb that same one because it just took 23 and I don't know that anything's taken more than that. It's not still alive. So chromatic orb. Good.
Oof.
Missed.
Magic baseball goes wide. Okay. Anything else, Sostrovo?
Nope, that's everything for me for now. I think back up slightly further into the room.
Yeah, please no. Okay. All right, Sathra, it is your turn.
I think my best option here is to cast Blink.
Okay.
So that when it's not my turn, I'm not here.
Yeah. It gives you lots of mobility.
So I'm gonna spend this turn to cast Blink, and then hopefully not roll terribly every time I need it.
Yeah, right.
So there's Blink for those of you who don't know. And I think that's all that I can do. So
Okay.
I'll just end my turn and make this.
See what
Blink
happens.
roll.
Yeah. Okay. So you cast a spell, and then we make the roll.
I am still on this plane.
Okay. So you're still stuck
Yeah,
for now. Okay.
tragically.
All right. And that's a concentration spell. No, it is not. Okay. So blink, and it just lasts a minute. So I'll throw it on the order for you, so we can keep track of it. Okay. Bryn, your turn. I think probably we'll do. This will probably be the last turn before we end. today's
I'll
episode.
round out the
That goes
turn
back to
order.
the
I
top.
mean,
Yeah.
I'm hitting it. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it with my mace.
Yeah, do it.
Bring,
But
go,
it
bring.
doesn't.
Mason
Yeah.
hand.
Smack
Nice.
it.
Mason hand.
No.
No!
No.
24. Is that
All right,
like
there you go.
exactly what I rolled last time?
It's very close. Yeah.
Very close.
Yeah,
Bryn
12
is
and a
nothing if
27.
not reliable.
All right. Well, and we'll
False,
smite
not
it
reliable, just consistent.
Right. Fair. Okay.
for
Reliably.
another 20 damage.
All right. Cool. All right. So you're just bashing away at this thing, fighting it in the doorway. It's trying to claw you and smash. You hit it in the face with the mace. It staggers.
You know what?
Yeah.
Consistent. That's the important part.
There you go. Okay, cool. So Miffles is stunned, so does nothing. And then it'll be the Vrock's turn, which I will wait to take for our next episode.
You're off the case, Mason Hand. You're a loose.
You're a loose cannon, Mason Hand. If you ever need a fake name for Bryn, I hope that you use Mason Hand because it's too good. It's right up there with Dick Chariot for like good.
I'm gonna write it down just so I can remember it. Mason.
It's even like Flaming Fist. It's just so perfect.
Yeah, right? Mason,
Yeah.
Mason Hand, Flaming Fist PI.
Well, also
Very
like
nice.
Paladin of Helm or whatever.
Oh,
like-
yeah, right? Because there's a lot of hands in the Forgotten Realms. Yeah.
Sure are. Now there's
Cool.
another one.
Well,
Creepy box.
that is our episode.
Oh,
Thank
no.
you for coming, everybody. When we come back next time, we will fight our way out of Vrocktoberfest and see what lies on the other side. Or I guess everyone might get massacred.
What lies on the other side is the next encounter that is whatever drove up just now.
That's
I was
true.
doing.
There are ominous.
So, I
ominous
hope you're ready for
motorcycles.
double combat.
Yeah. Well, it took you a few hours to climb up here, so you've got that if they want to
Oh,
try,
all
unless
right,
they can
well,
fly.
okay. All right.
Yeah, it turns out it was Evil Knievel, and they just launch off a ramp up to you.
Smear.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Well, thank you for coming. As always, everybody, I'm going to let my cast tell you where you can find them on the internet, and then that'll be it for our episode. Dave, why don't you go first today?
Okay. We would like to thank you for coming and watching. As always, I realized that might sound like the cast. That was my joke about having two heads, just so we were very much clear on that point.
Good. Nice.
I'm really glad we're still doing those, and I hope the show is bringing as much relief for some of you as it is for us on the cast.
Mhm.
Apart from that, if you'd like to follow my stuff, you can on Twitter at Dave_the_human. And as we said in the pre-show, depending on when I get it, I've promised some Final Fantasy VII streams, and I've fixed my streaming setup so that's possible. So keep an eye out on there for plans. It's forthwith.
Very nice. Excellent. Thank you. Lauren, why don't you go next?
Hello, I am Random Tuesday. You can find me on all of the places online at Random Tuesday. I work on cosplays on my stream. I play video games like Magic and KOTOR currently. And that's me. Yeah. Find me on the internet.
Good stuff. Blue Jay, why don't you go next?
Sure. I'm Blue Jay. I do a lot of role-playing games and Animal Crossing right now. You can find me on the episode of Zweihander in about an hour over on Adam's channel. And you can also find me on Friday for the second of a 2-part series of Vampire the Masquerade starter adventure over on Gen Con TV. Otherwise, on my own channel, playing Animal Crossing.
Cool. And last but not least, Distracted Elf, if you would.
Hello, friends. I'm Distracted Elf. You can find me at twitch.tv/DistractedElf or on Twitter at DistractedElf. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing some multiplayer Solaris with my dear friend Andrew, who you would know if you've watched the TOA series here on this old channel. And I'm doing some fundraising for Trans Lifeline tomorrow. Is the Trans Day of Visibility tomorrow. So I'm going to be real visible. I'm going to not wear my invisibility cloak.
Good call.
You will see me, in fact. So come on by. Yeah.
Very nice. Cool. Well, that's it. That's our episode. I guess you will see us again next time. Come on back and find out what happens in this vulture situation.
We all die.
If you can't wait a whole week, there's lots more D&D action on this channel, including Wednesday mornings, Jace Bellerin Must Die, which is probably the next time you'll see me, if this is a channel that you hang out in often. Otherwise, we'll see you next week for more of the same here in hell. That's it for us. Bye, everybody.